Let's take a wider look at testing as a whole in our state. We see that more than 1.7 million people have been tested so far in Tennessee. But in the last week, as cases have dropped, we've also seen a dramatic drop in the number of test results coming in. So what's going on? Well, News Channel 5 Investigates decided to put the system to the test. And some 2 weeks later, we're still awaiting the results from one test for the virus.
That despite the fact that Tennessee is spending tens of millions of dollars of your money on testing. Our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams, got tested himself to see what happened. Phil.
Well, guys, just over 2 weeks ago, I asked you on Facebook and Twitter to tell me what you had experienced with trying to get COVID test results back. And you told me some of you had good experiences. For others, it was a nightmare. So we decided to put the system to the test ourselves. If you look at raw testing numbers, Tennessee ranks among the best in the country in the number of tests for COVID-19. But what happens with those tests? To find out, I headed to the Williamson County Ag Center on a Tuesday 2 weeks ago. It's 11:27. I'm getting here. Good sign. There does not appear to be much of a line, so that's a really positive start. Here at this state-operated testing center.
Hello. I'm doing well. And you?
There was no wait. At the very same time,
pulling up, you can see that there's already a line of people here. So we're not sure exactly how long this is going to take.
Photojournalist Brian Staples was here at Nissan Stadium at the City of Nashville testing location operated by Meharry Medical College.
It looks like there's probably at least, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 30 cars behind me. And probably another, I'd say at least another 30 cars in line with me.
There, Brian experienced the long lines that have drawn so many complaints.
This is basically stating how you can get your results.
Okay.
After less than 2 minutes, I was ready for my COVID test, administered here by the Tennessee Army National Guard.
So just put your head against the headrest and breathe through your mouth like you have a stuffy nose.
From start to finish, the process at the state-operated site,
You are good to go, okay?
Thank you.
would take less than 5 minutes. Back at Nissan Stadium,
This is your card. That's how you get your results.
Great. And about how long do results take?
About 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4, okay.
Brian's test would take 45 minutes. Then, like hundreds of thousands of other Tennesseans, we waited for our results. 2 days later, Brian checked the website listed on his card.
So here it is, 11:22 in the morning, and I've just checked my test results, and I've got my test results back, and it's negative, thankfully. But that's actually pretty good.
Meanwhile, I waited for the results I was told would come by phone.
So have you gotten your results back yet?
No, still waiting.
See, I got mine back like within 48 hours, so it's been like almost a week.
Yeah, so tomorrow will be a week.
Now, right at 2 weeks since I took my test, I'm still waiting on the results.
We have seen reports as long as 11 and 12 days, not so much in the last couple of weeks.
On Thursday, Health Commissioner Lisa Piercy said if you look at last week's sudden downturn in the number of tests reported, it could be people are just not testing as much because of the delays.
Would you agree with other experts who say that test results 11 and 12 days out, maybe longer, are virtually useless?
Absolutely. They're useless. If it takes that long to get a test result back, we can't do appropriate tracing, we can't do appropriate isolation.
We just need officials to properly manage this, just establish some benchmarks, and if the vendors don't meet the benchmarks, fire the vendors and get new vendors.
State Representative Mike Stewart questioned why tax dollars are being shelled out to pay for COVID-19 tests that, by the commissioner's own admission, are virtually useless.
Here in Tennessee, where we have some of the most skilled hospital executives in the world, we've got people that could make this operation run properly. Let's hire them and get moving.
Now, the sheet that I received gives a phone number to call if you have questions about your test results. When I call, I get a message that says, "We're temporarily unable to take your call. Please call back."